So this weekend is Dustin Poirier's retirement fight. It's his last fight. Dustin Poirier has been in the UFC forever, for at least 10 years now, okay? This dude has been in wars, fought Conor McGregor, fought Charles Oliveira, fought Michael Chandler, fought Islam Makhachev. He's 35 years old, took Islam Makhachev to the 5th round. All right, this is where it ends. He's going to get knocked out during his retirement fight. He has Lil Wayne escorting him into the octagon, and he'll be having the paramedics escort him out of the octagon. Now listen here, he's fighting Max Holloway. Max Holloway is coming off of getting absolutely separated from consciousness against Ilia Topuria, but like, Ilia Topuria could do that to anybody. I'd like Ilia's odds against Alex Pereira, if we're being honest, okay, or Big Onk, but not taking anything away from Max Holloway. He lasted 3 rounds against Ilia Topuria. Charles barely lasted 60 seconds, all right? Holloway is also coming off of knocking out Justin Gaethje in 24 minutes and 59 seconds in the last second of their fight at UFC 300. Now, Dustin Poirier famously fought Justin Gaethje twice. He's 1-1 in their little trilogy that they had. Recently, Dustin Poirier got slept in the second round via head kick by Justin Gaethje, and previous to then, Dustin Poirier beat Justin Gaethje and knocked him out in the 4th round. He's had trouble with Justin Gaethje. When Max Holloway fought Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway 50-45 Justin Gaethje. It was not even competitive at all. Now, I understand Justin broke his nose in the 1st round of that fight, but a fight is a fight. If Max Holloway kicks your leg and it breaks and you are no longer able to move on that leg, he won the fight. I don't know. He won the fight, just like Dustin beat up Conor when Conor snapped his leg in half. I don't know what to tell you. That's just what it is. Now, do I think this is really Dustin's last go-around? Absolutely. Especially if, Max is going to do what I think he's going to do to him. Even if he wins, I think Dustin is out. Either way it goes, Dustin Poirier is no longer in the UFC after this, and I think Max is going to set himself up to get knocked out by Ilia Topuria again. Max is in between a rock and a hard place. 145's champion is Volkanovski, who he went 0-3 against. He fought him 3 times, lost all three fights. And the 155 champion is Ilia Topuria, who honestly I see nobody in the division beating. No, even if you do Max Holloway and Arman, I don't see them beating Ilia Topuria. Let's keep it a stack. All right? So Max Holloway is kind of in not the best place, all right? Dustin Poirier is ranked 6 in the division. Max Holloway is ranked 5. So there's not really anywhere for Max to go after he wins this. I mean, Max, you win this. You already beat Justin. Charles more than likely is going to put down the gloves. Maybe you could fight Charles coming off of both you guys got smoked by Ilia Topuria. Maybe that's a fight that makes sense. Maybe. But after you win this, what's next? I mean, you're only fighting people behind you in the rankings. You're still stuck where you were in at 145. We are not allowed to fight for a championship. Those doors have shut right in front of you. Absolutely. Now, UFC 318 is pretty good. UFC 318, boys, is pretty solid. I'm excited for this card, and the villain in me is excited to see Dustin Poirier walk out to his home crowd, a stadium filled with everybody that's there just to see a Dustin Poirier fight, for him to get flatlined. Now, Max Holloway isn't the young, aspiring fighter that he used to be. He is only 32, but brother, he does not look 32. Max Holloway looks about 45. All right, the punches to the head really age you significantly. It's not looking right over there. I do think that Max has this. I'm just hoping he does not have PTSD from Ilia Topuria sleeping him. You lasted 3 rounds with Ilia. You did a great job. All right, this is later in your guys' career. I understand Dustin got the better of you twice. He submitted you the first time, and then you guys had an absolute war where he just kind of decided to, just beat you up for 25 minutes. I think you're able to get your revenge here, brother. I think you're able to get your revenge here. Max Holloway doesn't want to go 0-3 in both of the trilogies he's fought. That would mean that you couldn't beat Volk once after you fought him for over an hour, and that means you can't fight Dustin after you guys met for a 3rd time. Max is younger than Dustin. I think that Max has learned more his stint in the UFC than Dustin did. Just striking, like fight IQ wise, I understand Dustin has had the bigger fights. He's fought Conor McGregor, Justin twice, but his past 2 performances, I mean, that performance against Islam was pretty solid, pretty good performance. but that performance against Benoit Saint Denis was sad. He was losing that fight. He knocked out Benoit Saint Denis on a counterpunch. Okay? On a counterpunch. I don't like Dustin's odds going in here. Absolutely not. I really don't. Max, though, he has the keys to victory. I just don't see what he's going to do if he wins. If you win, what's the play? Max, you might just have to move up to 170, bro. Or just go, you're just kind of, regardless, you're stuck. I mean, it's cool to be in the top 5 of the division for your whole life, but who doesn't want to be a champion? I understand Max was a champion. I get that. I understand. But being known as the dude who's basically like the top 5 gatekeeper for 145, and now he's going to be the top 5 gatekeeper for 155, is that really the legacy Max wants? We're going to see this Saturday. I think that a lot of UFC fans are going to be a little upset. I don't think Dustin's going to be able to go out there and do business. You know, when you go out there and you realize, like, this is it. If I win or lose, I'm putting the gloves down. That's it. You're not going to fight as hard. Absolutely. You have nothing to fight for. This is it. You're not fighting to get a number 1 contendership. You're not fighting to get a better ranking. You're not fighting to get a better check. I'm pretty sure the UFC is going to bless him anyway. They gave this dude a retirement pay-per-view. They handed him a fake belt to fight for a retirement fight. I think the UFC is going to take care of Dustin Poirier financially pretty solid. All right, he's been the UFC's like star boy for a little bit. Max has the opportunity to take everything that Dustin has been just handed for the past however many years. All right, I have Max KO TKO, big upset. Anyways, boys, UFC 318 is this weekend. I'm excited. I'm going to be streaming a little later tonight. I don't know if you're seeing this, but go check my TikTok. I might be live. Anyways, boys, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.